Hello, friends. I'm Lee Spice, and until the end of June, I'll be serving as a Pastoral Relations Minister for Chinook Winds Region. I come from the Yukon, and I've lived in Alberta since 1977. I discerned my call with the good folks in Clare's home in Staveley and served there both as a layperson and paid accountable minister. I was in a ministry preparation stream that was called the In-Community Program for Ordination. At the same time as completing all of the required courses for an MDiv, we all worked in paid accountable ministry at the same time. Pardon me. During that time, my colleague Shirley Collard and I filled in for Kimberly Heath while she was on maternity leave. And I also served as a chaplain to Clare's Home General Hospital and the Willow Creek Continuing Care Center. Later, I moved into a position in Vulcan United Church, also serving Champion and Carmen Gay. I was ordained in Red Deer on June the 6th, 2004, and I began serving Arrowwood United Church. After 5.5 years, I moved to Scarborough United Church. My colleagues in ministry there were Paul Mullen and Paul Rumbold. And then for a while, I was the only paid ordered ministry staff. In the last couple of years there, I gained another ministry colleague when Aaron Clausen joined the team. I was at Scarborough for 8.5 years and then moved into my current role with Chinook Winds Region. I'm grateful for all of my co-travelers, ministry colleagues, congregants, companions on our journey as we follow the way of Jesus. The question was asked about how I have seeded hope or how hope was seeded in my ministry. I do find that an interesting question because it implies that seeding hope is an individual task, and I don't think it is. In my experience, hope is sown whenever the gospel is proclaimed and lived out, and that happens in community. It happens when we are all planting together. We're all planting hope, seeding hope together. Our sacred text gives us many examples of new life springing from death. In fact, the central Christian story of Jesus' resurrection is exactly that. From a hopeless situation springs life and hope. It's a message that's repeated over and over in our lives, from the valley of the dead bones to a new awareness in the travelers on the road to Emmaus, and always in community. Whenever we, the followers of Jesus, come to a new awareness of life, whenever we as community remember that something might have to die and something must before something else can live, that is, something has to die off before something else can spring forth, I see hope. I see hope in the ways that communities have over the years discovered new ways of being church. And that's apparent, especially in these times. Something dies and something springs forth. I find it really appropriate that we talk about hope in this springtime when we have the yearly reminder of the cycles of life and death. New life is springing up all around us, around us, in our churches, in our communities. And for that, I give thanks to God.